Hey tubers, today I'm bringing you a requested video by Bojan Termalian. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his username right. He asked what the purpose of a diaphragm in a 2-cycle engine is, and what the card is on the other side of the diaphragm. The diaphragm is on this side. He's talking about the card on this side. So today I'm going to pretty much tell you how a 2-cycle engine works. Or not a 2-cycle engine, but a 2-cycle engine carburetor. First we're going to take this diaphragm off. Or the diaphragm cover anyways. Diaphragm might come off with it. Let's put this bowl under it because I know this is full of fuel because I just pulled it off one of my running engines. This is a fresh diaphragm, brand new. I'll pull it off gently. Here we go. Hear this now. First of all, the purpose of the diaphragm is when it's on the carburetor. When the carburetor starts running out of fuel, which it's kind of run by vacuum, which I'll explain in a minute. When it starts running out of fuel, it pushes this diaphragm in, which is sucked in by a little tiny vacuum. It's sucked in a little bit, and when it pushes this, it's pushing this little push valve in here. When that gets pushed, it's opening up the fuel line to let fuel into here. This acts like the bowl on a carburetor, because it is a bowl on a carburetor. But it's just, that's the purpose of that diaphragm. I'll take this off and move this over here. See, there's the spring here which keeps this valve closed unless the diaphragm is sucked in and push this in, like so. Okay, we're going to go to this other side. I'm going to pull this off real quick. Off camera. It's a little easier off camera. Here we go. Hear the crickets creaking. It's really not that late, but they seem to creak where I live 24/7, so even in the middle of the day you hear them. Anyways, see, these are in the cap here. These are little chambers to different little valves. I'll show you here. This is another sort of diaphragm. These little flaps here, right there, and right there, these are one-way valves. Or 2-cycle engines. They have, on the outside of the carb, they have these two little holes right here that kind of run into the carb itself. Now, these two hook up into the engine. And when you pull the engine, the back pressure, or the back side of the piston, the pressure that comes from there, acts as a vacuum. It sucks and blows, kind of like that, and it goes into either one of these. I think it goes into this one right here, and comes in. See, the diaphragm sits here. Comes in here. Let me get a smaller something or other to point this out. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Comes in, the suction comes in through here, comes out into the carb. This sits on top. Here, let me hang my light out here on something. Suction goes in through here, comes out into this big chamber. Now this big chamber just ends here. which moves this little diaphragm in and out. Now when this little diaphragm moves in and out, it goes to a different chamber, which comes up through here, which, if you notice, is a one-way valve. It sucks and blows through here, and this opens and closes this one-way valve. Now when this one-way valve stops and sucks or blows, this one reacts and does the same thing, because it goes from here. These two valves are just cut off, and inside the carb itself, it goes from here in, and I believe this runs through and into here. That is how a 2-cycle carburetor runs. Now here's a filter to let the fuel in. So the fuel does run through most of this, but this is mainly the vacuum side. Sorry, you couldn't see that. Filters right here. This is mainly just the vacuum side. And that is my best way to explain how a 2-cycle carburetor runs and works. So I hope you're happy with my not review, but explanation on how it works. If you have any more questions, just leave any comments, personal message, either way, I don't care, I answer both. I hope you enjoyed, YouTubers, and I'll see you later. Bye.